The late adopter. Hi everybody, welcome to a new Bitcoin Daily Show every single day, 9:30 Central European Time here on the TLA YouTube channel. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Yeah, so we gotta do Bitcoin because we gotta know what's happening with alts because Bitcoin is affecting everything. How's everybody in the chat? I see some green names. Richard is in the chat, Bjornar, DJ AV Stylin, Honza, and that's it. Also, we got our Rama Lunin, who made 20% off of the Mars-Sun conjunction on the 18th. Let me see that, man. Let me see the 18th March, 76, 17, 18th. Down here, down here, like... Price breakdown due to price breakdown. I mean, technically it went sideways on the 18th. So I don't know what you did there, man. Don't know what you did. Anyways, guys, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing very nice. What you think, guys, gonna happen? Like, we had this very nice rising wedge. We had this very nice rising wedge that broke to the downside. Now it's going a little bit upside, but we are still outside of the rising wedge on the downside, and we haven't hit the target here down here at 38,000. So what's happening up here? What's happening? And not only that, we are right now back above the 200 moving average, bullish engulfing candle. We got the morning doji star candlestick pattern here, reversal pattern, really nice. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think is happening? Immortal Jewel on the dollar. Hi, man. How you doing? What are we gonna say? What are we gonna say? So, where are we gonna start? I'm gonna start on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. Today is Friday, so 2 days left. This looks like some kind of doji happening right here at the top. So we're gonna see that. We said it before on the weekly time frame. We do not wanna go all the way down and close below 42,000 or something like that, because if you do that, technically this very nice candle up here above the 20 moving average gets invalidated. So you don't wanna do that. Plus 20% not on Bitcoin. Okay. Animatic. Okay. Animatic was doing good, yeah. Let me see add up here, 16, 17, 18. Breakdown. It went up, it didn't go down, it went up. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Let's go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart up here. So this this rising wedge did break to the downside right now, and not right now, 4 days ago it broke the downside. So we are still below the wedge, but we managed to climb back above the 200 moving average. So there is some bullishness, some bearishness, but nobody knows what's gonna happen. Also, this level down here is very nicely corresponding to 50 moving average, and when price starts doing something like this, like, it can always drop down. I think it can drop down. Also, there is some kind of divergence here. Right now there is no divergence up here, so everything is playing as it should be playing out. And let's see here if we can draw some nice lines up here. Trend lines. You can see we still got the room left to go up. I mean, there is nothing stopping us. There is nothing stopping us. And down here there might be some kind of triangle up here. Maybe go all the way up here to some kind of 30 before something happens. Right? That might be it. Okay, so let's go down to the 4-hourly time frame on another chart up here. And there are a lot of lines here. I know it's confusing. I get that. Yesterday we said we want to get close about 45,500. The butane was up 45,500. We wanna get above that, close above that, and we did close above that level. You can see it here on the daily chart. We want to close above this level, 200 moving average, this level down here. We did close above that level, so we are technically a little bit more bullish than we were, but we are still below the rising wedge. Now we got this falling wedge down here that's actually playing out right now, but it is on 4-hourly falling wedge, and we are already getting to the target at some kind of 47, 48,000 up here. So it is close enough. It is close enough for the target. There was also very nice trend line going up here. I'm going to show you. That might indicate that we are, hitting the top. You can see here that we are hitting the very nice stops right now. So this might be some kind of a resistance line that we are hitting right now. But what I'm going to show you now What I'm going to show you now is that this might actually break to the upside and continue towards upside. Do you know how that's going to happen? Let's do it on another chart. Let's find nice chart where you can do this on. This is nice chart, nice enough. So I'm gonna show you something up here. So what's happening here is what's happening in this part over here right now is broadening wedge, guys, broadening wedge. You can see here that the price creates a broadening wedge. Now the broadening wedges are just like they're just like you know, rising wedges and falling wedges. They are a reversal pattern. So broadening wedge to the downside is a reversal pattern to the upside, and broadening wedge to the upside, it's a reversal pattern to the downside, right? So these are reversal patterns. So this looks like it might actually you know, break this line of resistance up here. If it does do that, we might actually just, you know, continue going towards the upside. So there is some bullishness up there. And when was the last time this happened? If you look on the daily time frame, this actually happened up here. Broadening wedge. You can see here. It doesn't matter where you draw this one. It is pretty nice. You see this broadening wedge, it is playing out almost exactly as the small one, the very small one here at the top. This fractal is actually playing almost the same. Let's see if you can see them side by side up here. Let's go pull this on the 4-hourly time frame. Now let's go to 1-hourly time frame, so you can see this a little bit nicer. So it is something like this, right? Can we get a little more zoomed in? Yeah, okay, let's do it like this up here. You can see here, this one is falling a little bit more than the other one, but you know, they are like a zigzag, yeah, towards the upside, right? And then it falls to the downside, and then I hold the downside. And this one also falls to the downside and holds the downside, and then it bounces all the way to the top, bounce way all the way to the top. Now it gets correction down to some kind of gets a small correction to the downside. Is this the daily time frame? I'm looking. No, this is 1 hourly. Now we get some kind of pullback down here. Now we get some kind of pullback, right? Pullback, and then we break to the upside, right? Then we break to the upside. So that's I mean, the fractals can play out. I'm not saying they cannot play out, but they do look the same. These two patterns does look the same, and you know, the lines are legit. A lot of hits on the lines, a lot of hits on the line down there, and you know, up here right now. So I think the lines are legit. They're good lines. So right now I think we got a broadening wedge. I think we got a broadening wedge on our hands, and so let's zoom in a little bit up here and see where the targets are. So now that we came here, maybe we're gonna have a small pullback. Now the small pullback up here, of course, is just gonna go back to some kind of moving averages up here, and then it breaks to the upside, right? And then it breaks to the upside and continues to upside. Now that can be happening. Now the first thing first, this falling wedge played out. We're gonna still keep it up there just for a second. We're just gonna you know, too many lines. We're gonna remove the falling wedge because, you know, the falling wedge is played out. But I think there's a pretty good chance this expanding wedge might actually right now play out. So something like this up here, something like this. If it does play out like it did play out before on you know, on the daily time frame, so it might be some kind of pullback. So let's pop some moving averages. You know, usually people would be, you know, doing usually people will be doing you know, the Fibonacci retracement, or here's the 0.2, 0.3, 0.618 and so forth. But why would you do retracement when you got moving averages for support? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Now you can see here that because right now we are a little bit extended from the moving averages, so this move to the upside might actually, you know, just like we said, might have a small pullback to the downside, 50 moving average, 10, 20 moving average, whatever. Once we get down there, this is gonna be very exciting, because if we start bouncing, or if we start bouncing off of the moving averages down here, and we cross this level up here, this pivot point right now that's being created towards the upside. We also cross this line up here towards the upside. I think, you know, that might actually push us even further up. I'm not saying like we're going to 60,000 or anything, but that might be the next move towards the upside, the next resistances. So that's how we might hit this 47,000, 48,000 level, maybe even this 49,000 level up here. That's how we're gonna hit. If this falling broadening wedge plays out to the upside, that's how we're gonna know. That's how we're gonna know. Full moon pump. Yeah, the full moon is coming on 22nd. There's still 2 days left, but after 22nd, 23rd is the Dutch Ring Racing, man. The doctor is in the house. Hello, man. Hope you're well. My youngest son was right about 28k. Smart kid. I was wrong. Let's say I taught him well. Trying to resist FOMO now. Haha. We'll be taking a peep more often now. Cheers. Yeah, that's usually how the things work. You know, price starts pumping. You know, people come back to the crypto. You know, price you know, starts dying. People like forget about it. You know, it's normal. It's normal market movement. But you know, we are here. Doesn't matter whether it's going down or going up. You know, we gotta follow it. But it's good that you're back, man. It's good that you're back. Coinskid, Cardano, YouTube. Hi Coinskid, how you doing, man? All the good guys are coming back into the chat. Nice. Immortal, Jule, good morning, TLI, good morning. There was another guy called Immortal, man. There was another guy called Immortal, and I thought that was you, but he didn't have the green name, so I was like, you know, what's happening? What's happening? Where is it? Where is it? Immortal 57. There is a guy above you in the chat called Immortal 57. But that's not you. So I think this falling wedge right now, sorry, not falling wedge, but this falling broadening wedge might actually play out to the upside. But the first thing I think is gonna happen, we're gonna have small correction to the downside before we actually bounce to the upside. Just as minor correction downside and then bounce to the upside. I think that might be the gameplay. I think that might be the gameplay. So yeah, that's about it. Anyways, guys, any questions before we round the any questions before we you know, 1272 fib on its way. You know what's happened next when everybody's coming back and is bullish. Yeah, maybe even a bigger pump on Krishna's birthday, 30th. Yeah, maybe, why not? I hope you're right, Rama Lunin. I hope you're right. Little Beast training up only. We should arrange a live question and answer with TLA and CK. How awesome would that be? Yeah, I need new subscribers, so it's fine for me. Stock Fund confirms a breakdown. Garrett Soloway is calling for 25%. Yeah, this is Jack. Yeah, let's look at. I haven't checked you know, the indexes lately, but right now, you know, it fell a little bit down. This is the 4-hourly time frame, so nothing actually. Daily fell only down to 50 moving average, nothing. A weekly is, you know, how can you say that this is only back move to the? This was only moved back to the averages, like nothing is literally happened down here, right? It went down to the 10 moving average. Like we are not even coming to the 20 moving average. But on the other side, we are starting to curve this little move, something like this up here, and that's not a good thing. So if we start going sideways here, we might actually drop down. That might be it, but I don't know if, you know, the big market crash is gonna happen now in September or whatever. I think it's more likely next year, more likely, I think. So, you know, but it still doesn't look like it's gonna crash yet. It still doesn't look like it's gonna crash. Yeah, you know, divergence is real. You know, the prices are going up, the RSI is going down. The divergence is definitely real. Let's see here on the daily. On the daily divergence, there is no divergence. On the daily, it's playing out as it should be playing out. So yeah, the only thing that has here's the bearish thing though. The MACD is going down. The momentum is going down while the price is going up. And right now the momentum is even turning to the downside while the price is still pushing it towards the upside. So you know there is definitely divergence on some kind of divergence on the MACD, showing that you know right now. But up here you can see that the RSI has been going up with the price. But in this last part, up here, ever since up here, the price has continued going up while the RSI has been going down. So this last part right now, it's not actually playing well with indicators, but it's still being pushed towards the upside. So I don't know what's the deal with that. We can also check out the dollar deflation. Deflation is happening. So somebody told me, like, if dollar goes up, deflation; if it goes down, inflation. You can see here, this is the weekly chart. This is the only chart I watch. You know, we broke the downside. This was support holding, and right now we bounced pretty high on the upside. So right now looks like we're going for deflation, and target for this is where did you draw the target last time? This movie, because it's a head and shoulders pattern. So target should be somewhere around 97. This is the target, 97.4. What will that do to the price of dollar and whatever, you know, deflation, inflation? I don't know what these numbers mean, but I think it's going towards deflation. People are talking about Wyckoff distribution still playing out. What do you think, late adopter currency? I don't know. I think the Wyckoff distribution was, you know, in the top here, like everybody else thinks. Down here is definitely not some kind of Wyckoff distribution. We got our very nice pattern down here. Born in London, but I'm Polish. Planning to buy back Palestine with ARA. Good luck, man. Good luck. DXY is indeed troublesome. He said that the stock is opening with a sell-off of institution, which is not a good thing, as retail will run out of money to push the price up. I don't know how the stocks will actually play out, but right now there is no danger. Like, just looking at technicals, like, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it just like moved back to some kind of moving average. It's only when we start breaking the moving average to the downside that it starts to be bad. Why don't I do a live stream together? Would be pretty interesting to see. There is not much that I talk about, man. CET covered it nicely in yesterday XRP up. Tila, what is the hash indicator saying? I don't know. What is hash indicator said, like, buy, and everybody's buying, so maybe it's right. See our pullbacks a little now. Any target discussed? Well, I think, you know, short term, I think these moving averages down here, anything between let me just put this up here. Right now, I think 46,040, around 46,000, give or take. I think around these numbers, the pullback should come or something like over here before it should find support here. If it doesn't find support here, it's going back to the 100 moving average. Maybe it's gonna find support on 100 moving average as well. This is a small time frame. This is 4 hourly, so it's, there's a lot of places where you can find the support. But right now, I think just gonna small pullback before it actually does something like this. Maybe. Especially because it is in this falling wedge. Now I forgot again about the rising wedge. Unfortunately, I forgot about the rising wedge. If you look at on the daily on the rising wedge, we are still on the rising wedge, right? And we fell down through. So we can go here towards the upside. Like, it can happen all the way up to like some 49,000, all the way up here. Let's see how this looks on the 4 hourly. 1 hourly. Let's see how this looks on this chart up here. It's something like this up here, right? Yeah, give or take. So if it does go higher, it can bounce and go all the way up to some kind of 49,000. Sure, it's still gonna confirm. Not know that it can go up down, it can jump and can go all the way up to like 49, almost to 50,000 and still be fine. Maybe can even weaken inside. It will still be a rejection of the wedge to the upside. So you know, the smaller broadening wedge up here, the smaller broadening wedge, here, it can play out just like it played out on the daily time frame, and still, you know, be below the wedge, right? So you know, because this rising wedge still haven't played out, guys. This rising wedge still haven't played out. I mean, we fell out of it, and right now we are testing the upper side, you know. But how far the upper side is gonna go before it actually, you know, thumbs down? Because we are looking at some kind of 38 target on this bigger time frame, and bigger time frame always conquers the small time frame. So whatever happens on small time frames really doesn't matter when you got this up here on the daily. So keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, I'm learning. I FOMO'd in April as my first investment. Stuff happens, man. Everybody FOMOs in eventually. Deflation, overall drop in prices reduces economic activity. It can cause investors to hold onto a currency, which can make the problem even worse. Well, we already know, like everybody already know, that it will come, you know, economic instability, you know, market crash, you know, it's gonna be worse than everything. Just look at a guy from the, you know, the Big Short. I don't know, Michael Burry or whatever is happening, you know, he's shorting everything, Tesla, ARK investment, indexes, you know, everybody's talking about big cahoon, you know, it's gonna wreck the economy and stuff like that. And I think that's gonna be happening with inflation. So I think economy is going down the drain soon, whether that's gonna be this year, next year, like it's gonna be soon. It's not gonna take 5 years or anything like that, like, you know, marks are about everybody's expecting. So when it's actually, you know, the dump is gonna happen, not quite sure, you know, but we are already there, you know. I overslept. What did I miss? Are we going to Moonfire on K? Yeah, sure, why not, man? But anyways, guys, let's end it on that note there. Where's the lines? Let's end it on this note here. This short-term move right now, broadening wedge. Looking for some kind of pullback back to some kind of moving averages down here at 46, 45, 6 levels, and then maybe all the way up here to some kind of 50, 45, 49, 50 levels up here to the top, just to play out this this pattern up here. Now, but if you go up to the daily time frame, you'll see that we are in a rising wedge, and the rising wedge played out to the downside, so we are still expecting more move to the downside. Show us the moon. We're gonna do the moon on the 22nd. It's fine. It's not actually happening that much. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta do other stuff, man. Thanks guys for joining. Thanks for guys stopping by. Thanks CK for stopping by. Thanks Rama for stopping by. Thanks DJ AV Stalin, Batch, Burin. One more. Immortal. Johan. One more. The Burin. Immortal. Ron was also here. Yeah, Ron. Hi, man. Immortal, Buten, Honza, yeah, and everybody else. Martin is also there. You are welcome. That's it. Come back tomorrow, 9:30 Central European time, on the dollar every single day, because we gotta know what's happening with the price, right? We gotta know what's happening with the price. See you guys tomorrow. Where's the stop?